About maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I was at the Minnesota Horse Expo with Jim, assisting, and we had a couple people come up to our booth interested in doing a one-day class at their horse camp. It's actually a rehabilitation program for young girls who are at risk. And during that one-day class, I was blown away about how connected these girls were to their horses. Jim and I had an opportunity to do this again with a local program, again with at-risk youth. And I just decided to teach them the bladder meridian. And I had the same experience. These kids would come in, they'd be wild some days. By the time they were like 5 to 10 minutes of interacting with the horse, they were calm. And it was giving a gift to the horses, because the horses would show the same responses as when we do the body work. Yeah. And it was only the bladder meridian.
Yeah. So it was to teach these kids, which is what we do. We teach horse owners and therapists how to do body work on their horses, and so this was to teach them how to help their horses.
Yeah.
And it turns out that that bladder meridian technique specifically, it was really connecting them with the horses, and it was really helping the horses too. It wasn't about the horses helping them.
And
so
that's what
and it
really
turns out
blew
that's
it.
what
Yeah,
happened.
and it blew me away, because these horses would just have the same huge responses, and so it was really eye-opening for me.
Yeah, and it turns out when we were getting signals from out there that mental health professionals were using the bladder meridian technique with their clients, and so I thought, well, we should develop a program to really teach people how to do this effectively and safely.
Right.
And so that's how we developed with both of your help and with Becky Tench's help, we developed the Masterson Method Equine Specialist training for people that want to use this in that setting. And what kind of struck us as unique about this approach was that it didn't come about through helping the client or the person that's in the program. It came about because we were helping the horse. So it's really all about the horse. It's about helping the horse release tension and become more comfortable in their bodies. But the person that's doing it gets the benefit,
Yeah.
that connection with the horse, and it turns out to be pretty therapeutic for the human too. So
Right.
it's about helping the horse, but the benefit to the human is pretty substantial. So.
Yeah, and then we've been doing this for a couple years, and it's been really interesting that it does really fit into a variety of programs.
Yeah.
Of course, people who do therapeutic riding, people who do therapy, people who do coaching, so it can,
And PTSD.
and PTSD,
Yeah.
or even wellness groups. I mean, it really is a unique opportunity for people to have a connection with the horse in a way that, using a technique that's really pretty easy to teach and easy to learn.
And what I find interesting about is how much we learn how to listen to the horse, and how in a lot of work with horses we're not taught how to read their behavior and how to listen to what they're telling us and respond to what they're telling us. So the kind of the responsive nature of the work, and learning how to relax ourselves and check in with ourselves to help the horse release tension, because that's what it's all about, is helping the horse release their tension. And if we're tight, it's not going to work.
Right. And it settles you down automatically, because with this method of body work, we learn how to read what I call responses from the horse. Little visual cues as you're doing the body work that the horse uses to tell you where they're holding tension and when they've released it. So rather than just working on the horse, you're working with the horse. So you just by paying attention to what the horse's body is telling you through these responses, you start to settle down.
Yes.
But when the person is really tuning into what these little signs the horse is telling them, then they settle down automatically.
Right. And because they're really their focus is on the horse, it allows them to not be aware of everything else. That for a period of time,
Yeah.
they're just there with the horse.
Yeah.
And so it's a really quiet time for both the horse and the person.
Yeah. And these horses work hard.
Yes,
So they can use the help. So we have a program.
Yes, we do.
What's it called, Megan?
It's called the Masterson Method Equine Specialist Program.
Yeah.
And you can learn more about it on the Masterson Method website. And
MastersonMethod.com. So we train people how to work on horses. So this is a specific part of that Masterson Method Equine Specialist for equine specialist training in the therapeutic world. So go on the website, mastersonmethod.com, and check it out, and maybe we'll see you at one of our clinics.